So yes, there is a bit of a glaring light in the way. Unfortunately, it's a bit too cloudy outside for me to use natural light. I just did not actual physio appointment, but I did my physio exercises, and although my arm and shoulder feel better, what they do is they do feel better when I do these exercises. They're also sore. Like a kind of good pain, if you know what I mean. Like if you've ever used that. I honestly forget what it's called, but there was this topical ointment. It came in a semi-clear bottle. It was green, like the liquid was green, and you rubbed it on mosquito and horsefly bites, and it stung. But it stung in a good way, like a yeah sort of thing. Because you know the sting was worth the relief afterwards. Anyways, this is how my shoulder and elbow feel now, but I am going to take a number 3 this time. I am so used to doing this on my computer, where the screen or the camera is in the middle, that I keep forgetting that on this the camera's not in the middle, it's over there. Anyways, I did have one of these yesterday, but I put it in my upper lip. The whole point of these sort of second round of revisits is to put it in my bottom or lower lip, so let's try it. Okay, almost instantly I get the sort of cool like sensation, but then it just sort of disappears, and now the kind of tingle is coming in. And I'm assuming the tingle is the nicotine absorption. By the way, I am cooking while I'm doing this, and while I don't think the background noise should be picked up on here, I can hear it going, and I'm of bad hearing. I'm partially deaf, but not enough for the doctors to give a damn, which is ever so frustrating. But anyways. Now that I didn't even mean to, but I sort of readjusted my cheek, kind of building up saliva, I got this burst of flavor all of a sudden, and it's past its ripeness lime, and my food just cooked, but it's a past its ripeness lime was a little earthiness. And oddly enough, with the earthiness, the sort of odd or the lime flavors that I'm just simply not familiar with, actually works. Like, when I wasn't getting that earthy flavor, the sort of odd lime. For all I know, it's actually a real lime flavor. It's just, me living in Canada, obviously our limes aren't as fresh as if they were made in Canada. There might be limes grown in Canada in some greenhouse for all I know, but I really don't see how that would be profitable. There's most, if not all of our limes have got to be imported. So, they're as fresh as they can be, but not that fresh. So maybe I am getting a different breed of lime, but this tastes like a lime that's got a bit of a sour, subdued, boring bitterness to it, but with the earthiness, it works. I got banned. Yeah, apparently. I didn't even do anything. I wasn't really paying attention to the pain or the discomfort in my arm and shoulder. And I said to Michelle, I said, I got banned. Mainly because it was right after the physio exercises, and it was the good pain, but everybody can go fuck themselves. I mean, right about here, there's a tightness, especially when I move my arm. But anything in my shoulders, God knows. So obviously, I mean, and just for the record, I'm not stopping here due to any pain. I honestly cannot lift my arm up higher than that. And it's not due to pain, I mean, it just simply won't go. But anyway, okay, now that I've done that, the sort of tightness in the elbow. Yeah, there's a bit of pain when I move it in this position. And more importantly, when I try and straighten it about, no pain, no pain, no pain, little pain, suddenly fine. I don't know. I see my doctor next Friday. I'll mention the lower, or it's not even really my elbow, it's the side of my elbow. Like more my elbow joint instead of the actual, not this. I'll mention it to my doctor, but she's a new doctor, and I'm really debating on switching doctors again. Because this one doesn't do phone-in prescriptions, and all I really need a medical family practitioner for is prescriptions, and I don't want to have to make an appointment every time I need to renew them. So I am really thinking I might be moving sometime in the summer anyways. Now, where we hope to move is going to be potentially closer to this doctor. But considering this doctor doesn't do phone-in prescriptions, or if they do, it's only a month's supply, then you have to see her anyways. I think I'm going to be looking for a new doctor because I understand their point of view. They want to see you and make sure you're okay and keep an up-to-date record, I guess, and what have you. But, The doctor I had before her, the doctor who sold her his practice, I think I've only seen him once. And that was the literal set him up to be my new doctor. And aside from that, every prescription I ever had was just phoned in. And that's the way I like it, because I don't want to have to see a doctor just simply to renew prescriptions, because I don't have a lot of prescriptions, but I have enough. But anyways, I'll see her next Friday, not this Friday, this Friday I actually might have a podcast. But that's a completely unrelated topics that I don't think people watching this will care about, so I'll suddenly switch the topic. Any sort of sensation, like pretty much I don't know why, but I switched it over to the other side. It was getting a little, not uncomfortable, but a little hard to keep still because of all the saliva. And I think because of all the saliva, it was like pretty much any sort of feeling or flavor or anything really is completely gone now, and it's a little past 12 minutes. And I didn't even put this in immediately when the video started. But like, it was pretty much soaking in saliva, so it's understandable why it would suddenly lose its flavor. And now that I switched it over, there's a little bit of a, I'm not even sure. It might be a cooling sensation, it might be a tingling sensation, but it's so subdued, not necessarily weak. Like a couple steps above weak, it's subdued that it's hard to tell if it's a tingle or a cooling sensation. I don't know. What I do know is, yeah, no pain, no pain, no pain. Bit of discomfort, getting a little worse, Okay, so that's a little more than discomfort, but it's gone now. Nothing. I don't know what it is, but Sace and the nasal snuff honestly work better than over-the-counter painkillers. They really do. And the only thing I can think of is the nicotine. Nicotine for pain discomfort, but then again they use opiates for pain discomfort, so in regards to the doctor saying don't use nicotine because it's unhealthy, well, I'd rather use nicotine than opiates. In fact, when I was prescribed Percocets for when I severely broke my leg and pretty much shattered multiple bones in my ankle, I didn't even use them. One, I have an odd, I'm not going to say I have a high tolerance for pain, I have an odd tolerance for pain where the pain due to the broken and shattered bones I able to live with. So I didn't need to take any painkillers, but just, I don't want to take opiates. I don't think I will get addicted to them, it's just I really don't want to. I pretty much don't want to take legalized heroin. Because in my unhumble opinion, that's what an opiate is. It's legalized prescription heroin. I'm taking this out now. And I was going to end the video, but as soon as I took it out, I went, ooh, I forgot to do a rating. 60. Definite 60. It's actually better in the bottom lip, though it doesn't last as long. And I think the reason it doesn't last as long is simply due to the fact that, I mean, it's in your bottom jaw, so naturally any sort of saliva that does happen, which is not that much to begin with, but it's enough. It sort of sits in a, not even a pool, kind of a puddle of saliva, so naturally it's gonna just disappear faster. Thanks for watching, everybody, and bye.